Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth, and I am going to be reviewing The Wheel of Ice, which is a Doctor Who book by Stephen Baxter. But before I actually review this book, I would like to bring everybody's attention to my brand new studio setup, which is probably why I look completely different. And I also have a producer, namely John, behind the camera, pushing the buttons for me and making all the magic happen.
And I'm here. John, from behind the scenes. In the future, I'll just be pushing buttons and making sure everything works as smoothly as possible while Elizabeth does her videos. And in the future, we're planning on doing live webcasts, live interviews, and as we get to travel around the state of Indiana, possibly West Virginia, out west for short trips, sightseeing, we're planning to do record video, basically a vlog as we travel. And we'll use some of that content on here as well. Pretty much this and that. Nothing specific on the channel at the moment. Elizabeth will keep doing her book reviews and the kind of stuff she's done in the past. But we're trying to step it up a little bit. We'd like to get some more subscribers on this channel. I think you're, what, a little over 1,000 right now?
I'm over 1,000 right now.
Yep. And for doing our interviews, I used to use this in webcasts years ago. But we've got a digital hybrid, which is traditionally what radio stations have used to put an analog or a regular dial-up telephone call on the air. So we've got that. I know there's newer ways of putting people on the air, but this thing is really versatile. I'll basically give out a phone number when we do a webcast and invite people to call in, ask questions or whatever, tell stories. And you can do that without having to set up your computer for doing a webcast or anything complicated. Just pick up the phone, call the number, and bang, we'll put you on the air. So that's what we're looking forward to. And that's the gadget. These are really pretty handy to have. So that's what we'll be using some in the future. And if you've got any ideas or suggestions, we're pretty open to that. Just leave a comment below if you have ideas. If you know some YouTubers or other people that would be interesting guests during a live webcast, let us know about that. Give us suggestions. Right now, it's kind of an open book. We're still formulating what we're going to do on the channel, so it's basically just this and that for the time being. And that pretty much covers it. So,
Like and subscribe.
Yep. Let's get on to Elizabeth's excellent book review. And we're going to do a second book review as well.
Yes.
Which Elizabeth will tease, but that'll probably get done tomorrow or the next day or when we get around to it.
Okay. Well, this is by Stephen Baxter, and of course it is part of what I like to call the Whoniverse, and it revolves around the second Doctor, which was a Doctor I wasn't too familiar with, having been introduced to Doctor Who late in life. But I find that the story was extremely engaging and very mysterious. And we're just driven headfirst into the world of quantum mechanics and quantum physics. And that's actually not very surprising given Stephen's background, because on the back leaflet, it states that Stephen was once a trained engineer with a degree in mathematics, and he actually started writing in 1995. And he received a British Science Fiction Award as well as the Locus Award, and got a nominee for Arthur C. Clarke and Hugo Awards. His novel Voyage won the Sidewise Award for Best Alternate History Novel. He won the Philip K. Dick Award twice for Time Ships and Vacuum Diagrams. He's also the recipient of the John W. Campbell Award for Time Ships, and his work can be found at www.stephen-baxter.com. And sad to say, I hate to say that the book was a little bit short, because when I'm reading a sci-fi novel, particularly one that's so deeply steeped in quantum mechanics, I was surprised. I was thinking maybe it would be a little bit longer, but unfortunately it wasn't. But I was so engrossed in the tale itself, and I think anybody who's a Doctor Who fan regardless of what doctor you enjoy, you would find this very, very enjoyable. I think you would enjoy it a lot. But that's all I have to say about the Wheel of Ice, and I will be reviewing City of Dark Magic fairly soon. And it's by Magnus Flight. Another author I was unfamiliar with, like with Stephen Baxter. And I'm not going to give any, like with the Wheel of Ice, I'm not going to divulge any plot because that's all mum. Tune in next time.